Alright guys, so the last discussion video I did on last Wednesday, the Shanks vs. Mihawk thing I did with Edic, that did pretty well. It seemed like people enjoyed it, so I decided to do that again. I brought Edic in. I also brought Kibby in on this one. We are discussing pretty much what we think the power levels of Carrot are like. I know people might be confused since it is Wednesday, and just like last week, I'm not exactly doing a versus battle, but I've decided that Wednesday seems to be a better day for just talking about, power scaling, just power levels in general. Okay, so versus battles will be included there, but I don't want to do it every single week. I just like something along those lines, and I really enjoyed doing that discussion video, so I wanted to try it again, see what you guys think. Tell me if, you think it's too long, whatever, all that kind of good stuff. We kind of get off topic at some points, but I think that's kind of like a good thing. I mean, sometimes we just start talking about something, it goes into something else not really directly related to Carrot, but I think that is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, when you go into a video that's like 49 minutes long, it's pretty much what you're going to be expecting, I think. So let me know what you guys think. With that all being said, I think we could just jump right into it. Okay, so Edic, you think that Carrot cannot even compare to any of the Monster Trio, and now including Jinbe as well. You don't think she even is reasonably close to them? Like,
No, I don't think so.
I don't really understand that. Like, from what we've seen from her, she was able to really, I think, Zoro was taken aback. He was pretty surprised that she was able to move in the air. She attacked him, and he was flexing. Like, that's not, like, crazy or anything, but if you see his face, he's like, holy shit, okay, something's going on here. I mean, that's just for starters, and we're not even including Moonform at this point. I mean, Moonform's a whole other story. I think Moonform's on a completely different level.
Yeah, we can't include Moonform in this.
Otherwise, oh, no, I mean, I think we definitely work
we'll
our way
include
there,
it later
but,
on.
right,
Yeah.
like, I mean, okay, so starting from Luffy, like, what are your numbers now? Luffy's at 100. Like, what do you think, working your way down to Carrot?
Moonform or non-Moonform?
Non-Moonform. Base Carrot.
I say, like, 75.
Where's Jinbe?
Like, 85.
And Sanji's above him, I'm
Yes.
assuming? Well, I think that's about right for Jinbe. You think, so she, what?
She's not that strong.
And you think Robin's that strong, too? Because you said that you
Yes!
Wow. Okay.
I don't like these ratings at all.
Yeah, I mean, what are you thinking? Like, dude, okay, what does Jinbe even do? Like, he's great. Like, he is very strong. He definitely belongs, like, in the new Monster Quattro, I think. I think he is, like, a reasonable amount of distance between, or from Sanji, but, like, what? I just don't get it.
See, okay.
She can swim, too.
Well, he's a fisherman, for one, so they have natural strength.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Mink.
Surrounded by
but
water.
He will be especially stronger in water.
Yeah.
You guys realize that they made a point on Zoe that at least some of the Minks, possibly all of them, we're not sure, cannot be detected by observation Haki. Like, are we aware of this?
I'm not aware of this.
No, where was this?
This was like Luffy ended up being surrounded by a ton of Minks, and he was like, "Wait, what?" Like, I couldn't tell you guys were there.
Oh.
I mean, it wasn't like, "Oh yeah, Minks can do
this."
this."
Is that when he
like,
fought the two Guardians?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they were all there.
All the ones in the
He
tree.
was like, so like that's the assumption people
Okay.
are operating under right now. That like
So
they have
that
some
would be
kind,
her
and they've
natural
always said
advantage.
like, yeah, Minks have this weird ability, like they have this inborn primal abilities.
All right, but that's kind of just like stealth. We're talking about like head to head.
What if that is head to head? What if
What, hiding behind trees?
no? What if like
Stealth assassin?
You cannot no like okay. I mean like using in a 1v1, like using observation Haki is pretty much like using Sharingan. Yes, like it's almost the exact same thing. Like you could predict their attacks.
Well, no.
What if you can't do that?
You don't know that, so it just
No, you don't.
they could be just hiding, and then you can't observe them. But then once
Yeah,
you
no,
actually
Yeah,
see
we
it-
can only make the assumption
that's
that they're
still
undetected.
still nice, but like, yeah,
Sure, that's helpful. Yeah, no, I understand that. But okay, so your flexing against her thing is, if Zoro has to like hit a cannonball, he probably has to flex
a what?
a cannonball.
Okay.
What?
You think he
cut
just
a
won't
cannonball?
flex? Yeah, he's like cut a cannonball.
Yeah, I
he
think
probably
he's
has to
naturally
swing.
gonna flex.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
He
And
just,
with the whole taken aback thing, like we said earlier, it doesn't matter. Like that happens all the time. It's just in this case, he's just never seen a Mink before. He's never seen the electric. He's never seen someone double jump. So yeah, you're gonna be pretty like, oh shit. But almost every Mink can use electric. I don't know how many can do the double.
Even the
jump.
baby
Is that
ones
true?
we saw. Yeah, we saw the baby just doing the
even the
electric.
baby.
Oh,
thing.
really?
Yeah, they all have to protect
So it's
themselves.
just easy for them?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I think that's natural born like talent.
That's awesome. Do you think only they can do it?
That's the only
Yeah,
one
that's
we've
a
seen.
I mean, that's like a
can.
whole nother discussion.
Yeah.
People think that like different people have different elemental abilities. One out with like Luffy
Yeah.
being able to use fire and
I
stuff,
don't like that theory.
and Sanji. I mean, what is going on with Sanji though? Like that's.
He's rotating so fast, his legs not catch on fire.
But sometimes he'll just be standing there.
Yes.
And it'll just catch on fire.
Yes, because
think they
he's
just
trained
do
enough,
that.
he can just move his leg and being fast enough and it catches on fire. Before he has to spin around, right? To
No,
create
but
that
like
friction.
I think in Water 7 one time, he just like lifts his leg up and standing there for a second, kind of like Dofi action, and then it boom, it's just on fire.
Yeah.
I think that could just be the animation though. Like they want to like emphasize it when they first start doing it, and then it just gets to the point where he just catches on fire.
I mean, like, so you just think it doesn't improve over time? I mean, we've seen Luffy having all these gears. He probably, I mean, so at the very, very beginning, every time he had to do that, he had to spin ridiculously fast, right?
I don't think.
yeah.
He could be just, like, vibrating his leg or
You
something.
think that's what's happening?
Exactly. I mean, that's the only logical
That would
conclusion
be-
that we can have from that.
Well, unless there's
So
some kind
now,
of
you know,
elemental
Luffy
abilities.
had to, like, blow air through his legs and then, like, pump it to do gear 2. And now he doesn't have to do anything, he just does it. I mean, what's happening with that?
Yeah, remember how dramatic they made the Gear 4th entrance?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So I think
So, I mean,
that was just like a first
gradually
time thing.
they improve, and now that, Sanji probably doesn't need to move his leg, he just, like, kick or move, or just wants it on fire, he just vibrates and catches on fire.
Yeah, but with that whole element thing, by the way, what about Zoro? Because he turns
Wind,
into
probably.
the demon thing. What
Well,
would
that's
that be?
different. I mean, a lot of people think that he actually, like, one of his swords was, I mean, they're cursed.
Yeah.
So, like, they think that he somehow has been possessed by a demon to some extent.
And
that's
all
pretty
his,
reasonable,
like,
right?
techniques are, like, the Buddhist,
Yeah, he is,
base.
like, super Buddhist based. All
Alright,
his abilities are.
Getting
like,
off topic, going back to
okay.
Minx and Carrot.
So, right. I mean, the Electro. I mean, that is a bonus, by the way.
Right, sure.
Like, especially in a world dominated by water.
Yeah.
That's effective. That, like, I mean, we saw the Daifuku. No, it was Oven.
Oven.
Was able to kill all the fish within a massive area just by heating it up.
Right.
Instantly killed them.
Yep.
Like, so what could someone really good with Electro do?
I don't
Honestly,
know.
I do not
I don't
think they
know how
can
powerful the
produce
Electric
that.
is. They're not-
Exactly.
She's not an L. Like
Can't
it's just
just,
like
like-
on her paws.
Right. Put your hand in, this entire sea just get
I mean,
electrocuted.
I think there's some kind of play there, you know?
I don't know. I mean, it barely affects
talking
the
about the
people.
ocean
No,
here.
I don't think it's that much.
He had a devil
guess.
fruit.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
he's Oven. His
I
name is
mean,
Oven.
if lightning strikes water, fish die all around it.
That's lightning.
Yeah,
We're
that's a
talking about
no.
paws.
That
Yeah, okay.
barely has some electricity.
Right, it's just like
I guess
charged up.
that's true. I mean,
I mean, so what that is your
how can Oven not do more?
no your fur. Well, they have fur, right? And then fur has generates static electricity when you move between them.
So you think that's what's going
That's
on?
honestly probably just a
But then,
glorified
okay,
version of that.
but
If there's
then
a penguin
why can't Chopper do it?
I don't know. Chopper doesn't care to or have trained for that.
But it should be an inborn ability. Like
Oh, he's not a mink,
No, he's not a mink. But I mean,
I think it's
all
a
they
mink
are
thing.
is like
and his hand is not
furries.
right. But his hand is like claws, so it doesn't
You think
have
it's
fur.
a hand?
I
You
don't
think
know.
they're really just like
I mean-
snapping? I mean, that's
Carrot has very fluffy bunny hands.
Yeah, but she uses gauntlets and
Well,
it goes through.
How
the
did they
night
show
one.
it when they first reveal it? Like them turning into having little electric paws.
So the ones we've seen, I mean, it was like a monkey. The little kid, I think, was a dog.
Yeah, but how do they do it? Do they like throw their arms down and then just
I think it's
electricity
just electricity
flows
flow
out?
out, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so anyways, Carrot's on the same level as Wanda, right? They're about the same. They're both messengers for.
Oh yeah, Wanda does stay up the she's both.
I mean, I
So
think
wouldn't
that's
that be
a
the same?
terrible reason to make an assumption like that. That's like saying, well, okay,
Well, how would that even-
Akainu is far and away the strongest of the original three admirals because he's not the fleet admiral. Like, I mean, it's just a matter of like they're messengers. Like that's
Yeah.
just that's not.
But then why would we compare
Determination of
Pedro and
power.
Carrot?
Right.
He's a commander. Okay,
So,
there's a difference between...
If Fleet Admiral is the same as an Admiral, then that's just a positional different name.
I mean, he actually calls the shots. Like, being a messenger is more of a matter of speed, if anything.
Same. Fleet Admirals calls the shot, and Admirals just goes...
Yeah, I mean, then we could just bring in the whole garbed Vice Admiral thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So...
Well, there you go. Really, like, so that makes perfect sense.
Then we can't argue anything, because if position means absolutely nothing on power...
I just think that specific position, like being a messenger, like, how does that determine power levels? Like, why would
that means she is more special than
like being a commander is almost like directly related to a power level.
I mean,
you gotta
be trusted.
Yeah, or at least some kind of special in between every other Mink.
It doesn't even matter. We gotta focus on Carrot here because it doesn't matter if they're the same level. Because we still have to compare Carrot versus Jinbe.
Oh, right.
And the only ones that we could really compare are Carrot to Pedro.
Yeah.
I mean, even Pedro respected.
I mean, Pedro. Okay, all right, hold on. Most ridiculous.
Luffy said she almost killed him.
Yes, biting his neck like in a cartoonish manner.
I mean, he didn't stop it.
Oh my god!
It's just like Nami, like beating the shit out of Sanji.
Exactly.
He's just on so many occasions been like given credit for. Like it's like Oda's trying
to
credit?
say. Okay. Nami is the OPest person on the entire crew. That
Pedro said she's really strong.
She beats.
Luffy said she's really
Nami
strong.
beats Zoro on a daily basis, Luffy on a daily basis, and Sanji on a daily basis.
What does that have to do with?
I mean, it's the same argument.
Ass. Yeah,
it's the same argument. If you're
no,
if
I'm
you're
saying people actually said like, "Wow, Carrot is strong." This has actually happened, especially if we're including the Zoro reaction.
Right.
I mean, I would consider that.
I mean, I'm not denying she is really strong. I just don't think she's stronger than Jinbe. Not in moon form. In moon form,
I can accept that. In fact, I don't think she's stronger than me. I think she's either tied or slightly below, just very slightly. But to say that she's, for one thing, as weak as Robin is absurd. I think that's an absurd claim. But like, I don't think it's far off from Jinbe. I really can't even believe that.
I mean, we haven't seen her fight anyone.
You guys realize that apparently, well, Kibby. Jinbe apparently lost Ace. So
in like 7 days or something. It was like a complete battle, and then they were both exhausted.
Right. There you go. Like,
I understand that, but that was before he introduced Haki. Before Oda introduced Haki.
Well, I don't think that's really makes. I mean, if anything, shouldn't Jinbe have an advantage with water?
They were by water.
I mean, it's fire too. Like,
yeah, I mean, if he doesn't have water, then he's not gonna just conjure water. It's just like.
Well, I know. I'm just saying.
Can he beat the water out of the air? Didn't he do that?
That sounds like Avatar Last Airbender.
No. I thought he could like extract water molecules from him.
Well, I know. I mean, regardless of being in water, he can use his fisherman karate.
I know exactly.
But
yeah, it's just way more powerful in the water.
Right.
It's long range in the water, I believe.
So you're trying to say that Carrot is stronger when Jinbe is not in water? When he doesn't have water by him? I've specifically made the claim that she's not stronger, that she's either equal to or less than. Okay.
But I mean, that's another factor too. Like, I think that putting Jinbe in the water almost doubles his abilities.
Yeah.
Which
I'll say so.
Which, I mean, then it's like, that's insane. Like, it's so easy to be in the water.
Let's start with Carrot versus Jinbe.
No water. We never talk about Jinbe in the water, so I think it's unstoppable.
Yeah, but then we could like continue that and talk about moon form versus water Jinbe.
I mean,
that could be an interesting.
What about like Zoro versus Jinbe in the water?
Well.
Oh, I mean, Zoro didn't face Jinbe in the water.
No, I know. Like, what do you think would happen?
Zoro win.
Really?
Would he though?
I feel
like he wouldn't.
I'm kind of leaning towards Jinbe.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can. If he has unlimited air, then I think Zoro.
It doesn't matter. They can breathe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just assuming he's in a bubble or something.
So the thing is, he probably can't even hit Jinbe. Speed alone.
I don't know. Depends on what's under.
There's also the possibility that Zoro's attacks are so powerful and large that I mean.
Yeah, I don't.
What if he cuts the sea?
See, I was actually just thinking, like, what if he needed to breathe because it'd be like a long drawn out battle, so he like cuts a massive portion of this. Yeah, like he'd somehow.
But it's a vacuum. There's no oxygen in it.
I'm sure there's some way he could just overpower the water to like separate the molecules.
It could be like some Moses.
Well, if he can just do that, then we don't have to argue anything.
I mean, well,
yeah, no, then he would just destroy Jinbe at that point.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, I still think Jinbe.
I mean, he's creating vacuums inside of water from his strength alone. I mean, that's ridiculous.
I think for Zoro to win, we would have to see what's under that left eye.
Yeah, I mean...
Because you just have no mobility in the water, whereas Jinbe is faster in the water.
We can pretty much just assume, since it's pretty obvious, but...
Alright, we're still off topic. Come back.
Yeah, we're ass.
So, Carrot, right?
On land.
Base form, we know she can jump like twice. Like once and then jump again in midair.
She can jump, she has the electric. She's extremely fast.
I don't think there's any reason to assume it is limited to one, but...
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
I think she's more agile. Jinbe, I feel like he would he's definitely
See, that's the thing. I don't think
punch.
if like Carrot punched Jinbe, anything will happen.
Why?
Nah, she's still got power and she still has electricity, so at the very least he's stunned.
Sure, but I feel like Jinbe's pretty like thick-skinned and thick in general.
I think he just absorbs
She also does have a natural advantage with electricity versus water.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, but like I said, it's not gonna be near water.
But...
Yeah.
Well, that's just such a disadvantage, I feel like. Really, she is so fast. Like, what would Jinbe really
so
do?
fast.
That's what I'm saying. She's a bunny. Like,
I feel like she'd just be able to slowly just paw him down.
I mean, I'm thinking she's like one of the top tier like speed people.
What?
In One Piece.
In One Piece? Ew, God.
I mean, I'm not saying she's like Emperor level or anything, but like...
Why are you putting so much emphasis on... No, he's not that fast. He means fast. Not that fast.
He?
She.
You talking about Carrot?
I said she.
Okay. Like... Okay, I'm not saying she's like Emperor level or anything. Which...
She's not even Commander level.
Speed alone.
No.
What? What is she good at then?
She, like, Commander is
That
really
should be her like number one stat, right?
Speed?
Yeah. So you think Luffy is faster than Carrot?
Yes. Gear 2 probably faster.
Yeah.
Definitely faster, actually.
Okay. Even if she like wasn't a musketeer, I think she'd be faster.
No.
Like I would
Just
think if she wasn't a yes.
It's racist.
Right, speciest.
Okay. How does that not make sense? Like she is a bunny. She should be the fastest of the Minx. The Minx are all really good.
There's a cheetah.
She should be
what
faster.
About a cheetah? What about Pedro? Oh no, Pedro's a leopard, isn't he? But yeah, what about
He's
a
still
cheetah?
faster. I mean, in nature, I guess. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think the main emphasis there is.
I'm just saying she's not as fast as the strongest people in the world. Is all I'm saying.
I think saying that she's.
You think she's just really fast and she just has no power? Like, these people won't be able to keep up with her.
No,
but
I
then
don't think
it'll
she has
just
no
do
power.
no
I think
damage.
she has a fine amount of power, and her speed's off the charts.
If she has a fine amount of power and her speed's off the charts, then she'd be able to like compete with these commanders. I don't think she has a chance.
I also don't
against
think
commanders.
Luffy's the fastest on the crew. But...
What do you think Sanji is?
Yeah. I think they're making a pretty big point about that.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. And he uses his legs, like he's all legs.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I think that's a whole nother discussion.
I mean, yeah, right. But okay, all right. Here's the real thing. Pedro's final move is suicide bombing.
Yes, every time.
Every single time. Like if he's threatened, he suicide bombs him.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
This is his fucking final move. All right.
Yeah.
That's pathetic.
Pedro?
Yes.
Well, okay, wait. Wasn't
what character in One Piece who has any kind of real value has their final move as suicide bombing to threaten commanders or someone who is of any value in Big Mom's fleet?
Well,
and that's the commander of the Minx.
I mean,
Musketeers.
Tamago is pretty strong.
Yeah, Tamago had like a 400 million berry bounty.
Sure.
I actually don't really understand this.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I think he just do that so the Straw Hats could get out of there as like some massive diversion
but he did
or
it
just
twice.
chaos.
Yeah, we're talking about the first time, I think.
Yeah.
The second time, I think, is completely understandable.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's more of
the first time
diversion,
that's how he ended the fight with Tamago.
He just blew himself up.
Yeah, I just don't know how he survived.
What? Does he have like bombs strapped to him?
I don't
At
know.
all times.
He is.
I'm wants to suicide bomb.
So is fucking ISIS.
Yeah, like it's
Jesus.
The goddamn commander is like goddamn
Kaido
suicide
is
so
the
Carrot?
US.
Yes.
Kaido's the United States.
Yes.
Well, it seems like Pedro's kind of.
And then Jack's actually the tank.
Is Area 51 where we produce devil fruits?
Yes.
Official?
Yes.
That's pretty cool. Alright. Wow. That should be the real thing.
Yeah, that should be the theory.
Area 51 devil fruit production factory. Okay.
I got Vegapunk leading the way there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I guess Vegapunk would be based on Einstein.
So, is it safe to assume that Carrot has dynamite strapped to herself as well?
No, definitely
based on
not.
their training.
Pedro is just like
no. Karis said I think everything she knows was trained by Pedro.
Yeah, she was trained by Pedro.
Therefore, Pedro's final move as a qualified suicide bomber, would be strap bombs onto Carrot.
And I think Pedro's just emo because he got 50 years taken away from him, so he only had like probably 5 years
2
left.
days.
Yeah. Right. He really had no idea.
So
every day,
like he doesn't
drop dead.
You know, everyone seemed like have like a final move almost, or something that they're special at, and fucking Pedro is just a strap of dynamite,
which is pretty effective.
I mean, sure, but
so
he
it's
kills
safe
himself.
to assume that Carrot also has a dynamite strap.
Sure, I mean, how does Carrot with a strap of dynamite go against Jinbe? I don't know.
Yeah, and like we said, Jinbe is very blubbery.
He's stupid.
That is stupid. But that's what we've seen. That's his final move. That's
isn't bad though. I don't see the point you're trying to make.
That means they have nothing better than a strap of dynamite to fight.
Which is
someone else.
effective though.
That kills
Clearly.
themselves.
Yeah. But it kills the opponent pretty much too, unless he's facing like Kaido or something.
Well, it seems like no one really have died from dynamite except for like Pedro.
That's a good point.
I mean, it was attached to him.
Sure. Yeah, that's probably why he's died. But I don't think anyone else have realistically been really affected by explosions in this world.
I don't think Whitebeard's skin would have even browned from
do
dynamite.
we think-
No, he wouldn't have.
Wait, okay.
He took cannonballs.
He took cannonball to the face and he was fine.
We're thinking Carrot has Haki, right? Are you serious?
I feel like she would.
But
they never showed it.
I've never even considered the possibility she didn't. I just thought that was like a given. Really?
I think all the Musketeers had to have.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Haki.
how could they not?
But they didn't even show when they fought the.
I know, but they didn't show it when Jack fought Dog and Cat.
Right. I mean, neither side. So.
Well, they were more focused on the
I
electricity.
think we can
than
just
hockey.
assume.
Okay, but Jack didn't either.
Yeah.
So there's just no way.
Well, I mean, it's not like any of them were Lovia.
If Carrot doesn't have Haki, well then this is all.
Yeah,
well, but Jinbe doesn't even need hockey, right?
If he doesn't have
seawater.
Haki,
He's seawater. He's just seawater.
Yeah.
He doesn't need hockey.
It's still
He can hit anything.
Though.
I mean,
it's a huge buff.
Sure.
Right. How did he fight Ace? Right. He must have had Haki, right?
Well, water.
Water. He has water.
You think he was just chucking water in him the whole time
Probably.
and he got bruised from water?
I believe that. I mean, you've seen him like when he like wave his hand, like water like pellets start.
Well, I mean, if
flying.
he's doused, he's doused. Right? Or is that does that only work on Crocodile?
It might be just Crocodile.
I feel like that would completely nullify his fruit.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, I would think even if
You're
it is like specifically
putting out a
based
fire.
on Crocodile's sand, then that should also affect Ace.
The reason
since
it
it's
works
fire.
with the sand is because it makes the sand clumpy.
I get that.
Yeah.
But then that should also work for Ace specifically.
It
It should just completely nullify the fire. And
Right.
then at that point you can
So if you pour water on
That's what I'm saying.
Akainu, does it just turn into like obsidian rocks?
Oh yeah, true.
Well, I mean,
Make it really hard. Turn into a statue.
magma's pretty hot. Like it takes a lot of water.
I know, but I'm saying like if you like throw some water on him, like would like part of his body just turn into like rocks?
Look at us theory crafting.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Carrot. All right. Let's go on to Moonlight form.
okay. I mean,
Wait. Before that, so are we in agreement that Carrot on land would beat Jinbe?
No.
On land.
No.
No.
No. Without water.
So. I'd say it'd be extremely close battle, but
Really.
and I could definitely see it actually that being the case. I'm not saying like no way, but I don't.
I feel like Jinbe also has a lot more experience fighting,
Yep.
whereas Carrot, like we said, she's probably only fought Minx. She's only trained Minx. As old as she fought against
hasn't
Jack once.
left anywhere.
Well, not Jack himself,
but
but
Zoe.
Right.
She hasn't
Right.
left Zoe ever.
So I mean, that fighting experience, you can't just completely like shrug that off.
Oh my god, she better not be weak. I swear she's not. Okay though.
So okay.
So moon form. At least when I saw this, I was considering the possibility that this was going to be how Luffy got out of fighting Katakuri. I thought that she was going to go in there and whoop some ass.
Dude, if that was the case, then
No, that's clearly not gonna
The
happen.
Minx could just like plan a full moon attack on the entire like world government.
But they wouldn't do that.
But they could.
if they felt like it was necessary, if someone convinced them, you don't think they would do it?
It seems so overpowered.
It seemed far fetched that the moon form is that powerful.
I don't think it's that ridiculous. I mean, so she didn't fight really anyone when she flew over to Daifuku's fleet.
It just kind of seems like a gear fourth, like it's just like a big. It's just
Yeah.
like a big.
Telling me.
Yeah, but not enough to take out a commander. I don't think that'd be.
All
the
she
case.
did
That's true.
was glide over, hit some scrubs, and then took their wheel.
Well, I mean, I think the main thing was how fast she was moving. It was like so fast they couldn't even do anything. They had no idea what was going on. It was like Sanji. I think it was slightly below the speed that Sanji was moving at because he was actually so fast. Yes, because they were aware of what was going on. Kinda, I think, where we can confirm that they had absolutely no idea what was going on with Sanji.
Only Capone knew.
Well,
yeah,
I mean, he's kind of he's on the same team. Like, he knows what's going on. We're like, you know, big mom pirates are just like, what just happened? Like, he just teleported pretty much. So I think he's like unbelievably fast. I think he's faster than Dofi potentially.
Wasn't it just a bunch of rooks and then Oden?
Faster than Dofi.
What?
I think he should be faster than Dofi.
Well, yeah.
Sanji?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dofi was really fast too.
Super fast.
And he caught Sanji.
I mean, okay, so the only thing I don't really understand, why did Dofi never try to be like Spider-Man? He has all the string and stuff.
Well, they're not webs.
Sure,
but
he
has a spider web.
He can like just.
It wouldn't like stick. It'd have to like.
I mean, he kind of was. Because he was really doing.
No, he was jumping around on the strings.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but when he's doing it on the clouds,
right?
It's like Spider-Man.
It's pretty much Spider-Man. Like.
Yeah, even his finger movements are kind of like Spider-Man.
No, they're not. Dude. It's so much cooler.
All right, back on topic.
It's like a puppeteer.
Moonlight.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think it's definitely not what I was seeing at first. I thought, I don't know, the way they hyped it up, I thought it was going to be unbelievable.
It seemed pretty unbelievable.
But it lasted for so short.
It makes her fly.
No, she glided. She didn't fly.
Oh, she was gliding?
It looks like she was gliding.
Right?
I think she was doing her thing multiple times in a row.
Just hopping in the air?
Yeah. That's what I thought was going on.
And she just nonstop.
Well, no. So I'm talking about like the first time when she was, but she was on the very top.
I think she can pretty much fly by doing that. But I think that's what she's doing.
And you've said in your previous videos, flying gives you a big bonus in battle.
I still don't think she flies though.
Done. But
yeah,
because she had to be on the very top of the sunny and then swoop down.
What?
Like she had to climb like all the way top, looking at the moon. Right. That was the first panel, and then. Like, I got this, and then she, like, glide down from the sun.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like, you know, downwards angle.
Yeah, but I don't think, so, like, if she could just fly, she doesn't have to, like, take off.
Okay, but
need, like,
you're telling me when she went ship to ship, she had to climb to the top of the ship before she can go to the next one?
No, I mean, she still can jump. You saw her jumping, like, 200, like,
I mean,
feet high.
How far away were those ships?
I think super fucking
That's
far.
what I'm saying. I think those ships are pretty far. Because he could run on water.
So awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome. I forgot he could do that.
That guy, every panel he's in, it's just so awesome.
Yeah. So I think you know, she just glide over and then like maybe jumped in midair once.
I mean, she's like wiped out now.
Yeah, that too.
Like that's a pretty ridiculous.
They said something about when you use moon form, if you can't control it, like you'll kill yourself.
You lose control eventually.
Yeah, she said she was like losing.
Yeah, she was losing
if you're
control.
not trained.
I mean, that's quite a big like drawback.
So for one, is it killing them in the process while they're using it?
See, there was like some weird thing that was said like her lifespan was shortened or something. Did anyone catch that?
Not the lifespan shortening. It was just like you would just be a danger to yourself.
I could have sworn.
The only thing I remember was she would be like attacking whoever is near her. Doesn't matter friend or foe.
Right. I mean, she clearly could handle it for some time, but it just seems too big of a drawback to me to not have a massive reward. Like, I don't think it's this small bonus.
Well,
I mean, Luffy's second gear supposedly loses life expectancy.
but that was at the beginning. I don't know if that's still the case.
Well, I don't know.
I think it's just because he was like pushing himself.
Well, no, I think that still plays a factor. I think that's why he's going to die early.
Yeah.
I think that's how it's going to happen. It's pretty good.
Yeah, just using his abilities until he dies.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't see that being the case with Carrot's situation.
Why?
I just don't think I think when she's out of control, maybe at some point like she just runs herself dead.
That's not even what I'm saying. I'm saying the fact that she's done, like she's out of commission. She cannot help against the big mom pirates anymore. She's done. And she like knew that was going to happen. I mean, this form has to be worth it.
Okay, so you gotta.
It's got to be like
taxed.
gear 4th. It's got to be like he knows he's going to be fucked after 10 minutes, for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be a massive boost, one that puts him on the same level is Dofi.
So you're saying since it's got like supposed to be a massive boost, it has to have a negative effect?
I think other way around. I think if it has that large of a negative effect, it must have a massive positive effect.
So we are assuming that negative effect is that she is like her life expectancy is going down.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
just like she's gassed.
She's
after?
gassed. She's done. She can no longer be used.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I mean, besides Jinbei on that ship, the strongest person there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
So,
yeah, it was like a Gear 4th type thing.
Right. So it had to be very powerful, and it's way shorter time than Gear 4th.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be pretty huge.
Yeah, I'm just saying that the drawbacks to the moon form is that, for one, you do get gassed, and if you are unable to block your eyes for whatever reason from the sun, she said you could just shut your eyes, right?
Yeah, you can just close your eyes.
Yeah, but if you don't, then
she put her hat down.
Then she loses control, and then by doing that, maybe like it's just like you just run yourself dead. You just keep going psycho before, and then you don't stop. You know, she stops, she's gassed.
Right.
So if she doesn't stop because she's not in the right state of mind, then boom, she like runs herself dead.
Problem, but I don't think she would.
I think that's what happens.
I think that's pretty much like impossible. Well,
no, because if you lose control, you're just gonna keep looking.
No, I know.
They don't. You kind of like go unconscious. You like black out.
No, I get that. I was saying I think it'd be hard for her to get to that point, but it's probably.
But that's because she's trained.
Possible. Yeah. No, I know that.
See, the thing is, I feel like Brook could have done the same, if not better, job than Carrot did.
Better.
What?
She took out like the whole fleet.
Yeah, he also like made like 3 ships fall asleep just by playing with some music.
Yeah, I hate that ability.
If he just like ran around the entire fleet and just played music, everyone would fall asleep and been done.
Oh, you mean ships of people? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're scrubs.
Carrot only kills scrubs.
Like that's an area of effect. Like I mean, Daifuku couldn't stop Carrot. Oven didn't stop Carrot. Like, I mean,
okay.
He's using a long-range area of effect on scrubs.
Sure.
She is not being stopped by commanders.
I mean, I don't think they could have catched up on Brooks either. I mean, he's on water. They couldn't just like jump into the water and go fight him.
I mean, I guess. So now we're saying that Carrot is Brook level, like that's
what's going
in moon form, by the way.
I mean, I'm just saying like she didn't accomplish that much.
I do think it was underwhelming. Right. How much she accomplished. I don't really know why that happened.
And so, I mean, power level, then we can't just say that it is more powerful. I mean, there's no evidence that we know that it is more powerful.
I think it was meant to be powerful. It's just the fact that we've seen, like, people like Whitebeard just, like, punch once and take out a whole, like, create a tsunami. So it's like, you have to consider that when you're talking about this.
So, like, what are we thinking, like, moon form versus Jinbei? Like, how does that change the game? I mean, is that significant?
I don't think so. I mean, I feel like for the duration of she is in her moon form, she wouldn't be losing.
I think she'd beat him.
But I don't know if during that.
Do you think she could beat him in that time?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. He would have to get his ass pounded.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
absolutely destroyed.
He's pretty resilient.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
He's
taking some Akainu damage.
Right.
I don't think he would lose because of that.
Exactly.
And again with the experience.
Yeah, that too.
Well,
I'm sure he's faced.
Right. So let's do like a comparison analysis, right? So we know Tamago is around Pedro level, right? They're about like even, right?
They're about even. Yeah.
Tamago got his ass beat the first time because he didn't have the electric, like the resilient pants.
Oh yeah.
Resistant.
Yeah. So without those, technically Pedro just destroy him.
I mean, they still.
It's not hard to get pants on.
Right.
I guess.
And the lion guy, is the what is it?
Peckham's
is like his partner, right? It's like Tamago's partner kind of.
Right.
They always go everywhere together. And did Sanji fight with either two of those?
No.
Mm-mm.
Or did he just walked on?
Well, Tamago wasn't there, and Peckham's, he was just talking, and then I forget what happened, but then Capone just shot him right in the back.
Right.
Till he
I know before, like when they were in Dressrosa almost.
Oh, wait.
I don't really remember when Big Mom's ship like shot the Sunny, and then Sanji was like walked up and like kicked them or stuff.
Oh, it's when the Big Mom ship was chasing the Sunny
with Sanji on top of it.
Yeah.
Did they fight?
Oh.
No, they remember. I think they created like a smoke screen or something and escaped.
Okay.
something like that.
Right. But I mean, Capone's about the same level as all three of those. All two of those, right?
Two of those. Sanji?
No, not Sanji.
Peckham's and
Tamago.
I would think so. They're close.
What?
That's why they work together.
They have really high bounties. It's not like they're weak. Peckham's is like over 300 million, and Tamago's like over 400 million, and Pedro is pretty much equal with Tamago.
Is a supernova.
So.
Oh, you think he has more potential than those two?
Yeah, I think he's stronger.
I don't think so.
What? Stellar Fruit seems ridiculous.
Stellar Fruit's really cool, but like, in terms of a one-on-one,
he was able to take Big Mom damage with that thing.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I mean, Big Mom damage.
No, you can't, I guess you can't really take it for granted.
That's pretty ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
He is a rook. The Big Mom Pirates, whatever that means. Tamago's a knight. I mean, which one is better? Like in chess, rook is generally it's worth more points. I don't know how much.
I feel like it would at least be pretty close between them.
Sure, but I think Capone.
He probably has the edge.
Right. Like I would think so. I mean, he's a supernova. Like, come on.
I mean, just because he's a supernova, you can't just assume he's ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous, but he's in the same class as Luffy and Zoro to an extent. I think that they're like a good amount above.
Then we have to bring. Then we're just talking about the ranks, like how we're like admiral level. You remember when we were just talking about that?
But I mean, if he was that strong, he wouldn't be like
that.
doing like.
I mean, they have a lot of feats.
Missions on with. What is it? What's the line getting?
Peckham's.
I can't remember names.
Thank you.
They were like partners and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, they have.
I mean, with Capone.
Yeah.
Why do they have to be on the same level?
I mean, why the hell would we run around with Peckham if?
I think they're close.
I mean, I just think they're close. I think Capone will win though, like undoubtedly. So yeah. But why are we discussing this again?
I don't know. We keep getting off topic.
I feel like Sanji would kill Peckham.
What does that have to do?
We were talking about speed, and then we got on Sanji, and then he's brought in Dressrosa with how did he escape?
So Sanji kills Peckham, right?
Easily.
Easily?
No, who? What,
yes.
Yes.
So Sanji...
We're thinking Capone is stronger than Peckham.
Yes.
How the fuck does Sanji not wipe the floor with both of them?
Good. So that means Sanji kills Pedro.
Sanji kills Pedro. Yes, of course.
So that means definitely Sanji kills Carrot.
Yes.
Yeah.
No one's debating that.
We're debating Jinbe and Carrot.
Yeah, right. Like, that's the question here.
You say in moon form she's approaching Sanji's level.
That was my statement at the beginning of this.
Yes.
Yes, I have toned it down a bit.
Good, thank God.
But, I mean, I would say it's in between Jinbe and Sanji. So, it's not, like, an absurd claim.
I don't think Jinbe's a speed. He's a complete power type.
Yeah. Power and tank. He just takes damage.
We're not
it doesn't
talking
matter.
about speed. We're just talking about, like,
overall. Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think Carrot can't do anything to him. Realistically.
Jinbe.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Dude, I think we're really underestimating Moonform here.
I think you're underestimating Jinbe's power.
I think in Moonform, the Carrot could...
You can't wait till we get to see more. I'll tell you what, in this next chapter, if they don't go to Luffy and Katakuri, there's a good chance we are going to see some serious shit from Jinbe.
Mm-hmm.
And this might actually be silly to make this because we might be like, oh my God, Jinbe's unstoppable.
What happened last?
I mean, he was a warlord.
Okay. First of all,
fuck the warlords, dude.
So there's that.
Buggy's a warlord.
Crocodile, yeah, Buggy's a warlord.
Buggy is a god, okay?
Moria.
Buggy just knows how to create a crew, okay?
I mean, there's plenty of scrubs that we've seen in the warlords.
Yeah, but he's better than all of those.
Who?
Moria, Crocodile, and...
Who's better than
Buggy?
Who's better?
Jinbe.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Just saying, you can't just say, like, oh, he's a vice admiral. Garp's a vice admiral, right?
That's what I'm talking about with the supernova.
Yes.
Exactly.
Dude, supernovas are all captains, though. They all made it to the Grand Line at the same time.
Yeah, but the bounties were almost doubled for some people.
For different reasons. Luffy declared war against the world government. Kid would attack innocent people. I mean, Law, I would imagine, killed a lot of people. He's been known for that.
But even... Okay.
Like, Arouge had the lowest bounty, but he defeated Snack 1v1 and then tried fighting Cracker. So, he barely even made it to 100. He was 106.
Yeah, but doesn't Capone just seem more of, like, the utility type?
Yes.
He's not like a fighter.
I mean, he does tank Big Mom's hits.
Well, he's supposed to have one of the most highest defense in all of the people.
Right? Is that true?
I think so. I think it'll stay to summer.
His offensive ability is kind of through his crew when they jump out of him.
Which I feel like just stupid.
So that's why I don't think
scrubs jumping out of him.
I don't think he's that powerful.
I don't know. I feel like his castle could do shit. I mean,
Well, he did. He
can
turned
like,
into a tank.
yeah, can he like shoot shit out of himself?
Yeah, he had like cannons. And, no,
Yeah.
we saw that.
Well, I mean,
Again,
I think
utility.
I think are we saying like, does he need someone to man those cannons?
Oh.
I don't think he does, because
Yeah.
as we were able to see inside when he was talking to Sanji, he could manipulate the inside of his body any way he wanted, so he could probably use
he
the
could
cannons
probably
himself.
spark the cannons.
I mean, it's not hard.
I mean, if we're just talking about taking hits, I mean, Brooks kind of fought Big Mom. I mean,
She didn't try to kill him.
Yeah,
though.
she wanted him as a prize.
Big Mom was trying to eat anything in sight, and he was the biggest target there. So she just laid into him,
yep.
and he took a lot of hits. I mean, he was like bleeding and shit.
Yeah.
Brooke?
No,
Oh, I was
Capone.
about to say it though.
No,
Yeah,
Brooke.
no, oh yeah. Capone's a good beating.
Yeah.
Big Mom wanted Brooke intact.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
He still kind of cracked his head.
right? He had knocked him out.
Yeah, but he can still talk. You know, he can still sing and do all this
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
But anyway, with Carrot,
So what's the conclusion here? I mean,
I'd say Carrot in Moonform would beat Jinbe because
Well-
I'm considering it like Gear 4th. Like if it's that big of a repercussion that you can't move after, it's got to be way more powerful than what they showed us with the ships.
so you think she would beat him in that time?
Yeah.
Not no
yeah,
unlimited.
I didn't.
You
Yes,
think she would kick his ass that bad?
yes,
He was really fluctuating in opinion too.
Yeah.
He's really-
dude. Well, like think about it. Like it's like Gear 4. It's an overwhelming, and like if Jinbe can't. I mean, it just depends on if he can tank it or not, because he's not gonna be able to keep up. He's just gonna keep taking hit after hit after hit.
Oh my god, I don't really know. I mean, we haven't seen that much from Moonform.
Like I really think.
I mean, the only time we've seen
She's-
Jinbe
okay,
fight was
she's-
like running away.
She's already a musketeer, so she's already gonna do decent damage in the first place. It's already pretty close as is.
That's what I was saying.
So like, if then she sparks Moonform when she needs to, like once it gets to a point, they're probably both gonna be pretty worn down, and then she uses her Moonform. I think it'd be over. It'd be
I mean,
like
that could be
killing
the
blo-
case.
Yeah, it'd be like the kill shot.
But Jinbe clearly has known about.
Obviously though,
I was thinking full health.
this is
versus full
perfect
health.
situation. Oh, full health versus full health. I
She
don't
wouldn't
think
have
so.
enough time, right? Yeah, that's what
Right.
I was saying. Okay, I mean, I could see if she uses it as a finisher, like Pedro, like you were saying, dynamite's his final. I
Yeah.
mean, if her ultimate ability
It's a dynamite.
that wipes her out is Moonform, then yeah, if it was like used at the end of the fight, I could see that happening.
But it sounded like Jinbe knew exactly what she was doing, and then he knows about training. So that means he probably experienced it before.
He probably got his ass beat,
We don't know if it was in the same team or different team.
guaranteed.
Okay. And I feel like just from that knowledge alone, he probably knows something about it more than honestly how she trained in it.
That's true.
So he probably can prevent himself from getting killed by it.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's like magic or something where you can really do anything. Like it's just
Jumping
it's
over.
like Gear 4th. I mean, it's just power up. It's like. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know
Like
how to describe it.
I
It's
mean,
just a
but
power.
why are we limiting
It's a
this
steroid.
to like?
it's like if you know All Might's quirk, like okay, I mean, it still is what it is. Like it's not something you can really change your strategy against because you know what it is.
Mhm.
You're dealing with the same ability. Carrot still uses the same type of moves. They're just on a completely different level.
And then maybe
They're
now
worth
she can
it.
fly.
Well, she arguably could already fly.
She can't jump on air.
And, I mean, she can jump, like, ridiculously high. Way faster than Sanji. So,
Way faster than Sanji?
yes. We've seen him. He had to jump, like, many, many, many times when he was working on that finishing move for Luffy, where Kara just jumped one time, she's, like, there. I mean, it was, like, instant.
Again,
You
that
gotta keep
could
going.
just be an animation thing.
Okay, I mean, come on. It's one jump versus multiple. Why
You don't
would
think
it-
Sanji's legs can propel him that high in the air that fast?
He can. I'm sure.
Come
If
on.
he wants to, he can.
So he just was BMing?
Yeah.
Probably.
He was
Bruh.
BMing. No. we're saying-
I think it
we're
was the
saying-
animation.
Honestly, if you want to, I think.
How is it a matter
They're
of
just trying to
it's
show it.
one jump versus multiple jumps? That's not a matter of animation. This is straight up a thing.
Okay, but like, for if you want to move that fast, like as fast as Sanji does, just like let's say he's not even jumping.
I mean, that's not even a matter
There's
of leg
so much
power.
power
It's a
in
matter
your
of
legs.
speed. When he does his jump thing, that's a matter of speed.
But one
not power.
powerful jump should be able to go pretty high in the air, pretty fast.
She's a goddamn carrot.
She is a carrot. You know,
yes,
she
yes.
is a
I
carrot.
did not know that.
I see what you're saying.
Interesting.
Listen.
Yes, yes.
No,
Her
no, no.
entire
That makes sense now,
hit is
yeah.
based on her jumping. All right, like
Great.
that's what
Sanji's
bunnies
entire
do.
kit is kicking or anything good with legs.
I'm not saying. I'm just
when
saying.
he wanted to get super high in the air, it took him a while, and he had to do.
No, when he had
jumps.
to fly, it took him a while.
Yeah, when he was flying in the air, he started doing that.
You guys
When he had to maneuver, and also in water, he can do that too.
Okay. Who cares?
I mean, that's like, when he really
he
did a lot.
Okay,
jumps.
when Luffy jumps in the air when he's fighting Bluno?
Bluno.
Yeah.
Bueno.
Yeah, when he's fighting Bluno, he's in gear second and he jumps once and he's high in the air. When he's fighting in the
guys,
when he's fighting in the Coliseum,
all of Zoe. Okay, I mean she was such a ridiculous. It was like
ridiculous.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, just the jumps in general.
No, I'm talking about the one jump, like the one ridiculous level jump, and everyone was like, "Holy fuck!" Like, that was ridiculous. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
I'm fairly confident.
No, that makes sense.
Sanji and
I bet they
Zoro
could do it.
the same. Yes, easily.
I mean,
no, Luffy's second gear.
Why can't everyone just do like everyone's special abilities now?
It's not a special ability.
They're just stronger enough than
like that's her
that
thing.
strong.
Like, she is.
There isn't like just absolute specific thing. I mean, if someone's more powerful than someone else, I mean, they can do the same thing.
Katakuri can do
Why
all of
did
Luffy's
Sanji
special
not do
abilities?
it?
What?
Why did Sanji not just jump in the air? Why did he decide he's gonna be on? Why did he do the little? He took a little bit of a jump and then just did the one at a time, jump after jump. To get not even close to the same height. Not even close to the same height.
It's probably just casual.
Why did he?
He's not.
How is that casual? It'd be
not
so
a
much
stressful
easier to just do one
situation.
jump. It'd be significantly. She did it like just boom. Like
just
Wanda was like, "Carrot, go." She's like, "Boom, gone." I mean, Sanji's doing this thing that's like super high level. Not many people in the world can do it. To get
which part are you talking about for Sanji's jump?
I know that's
versus Luffy, his final shot. Like he just jumped his way up there. There's like 20 jumps. I mean, Carrot does one, and it goes like 20 times the height.
Because she doesn't have control, and like Sanji has full control of where he's going after that.
I understand it's way better, but that's not what we're debating here. We are debating how.
No, but he definitely can. He just didn't choose not to.
I mean, we've seen now we're saying he's stupid. I mean, why would he exert more energy than he has to in the middle of a battle?
Honestly, it's probably easier for him to like, walk on air. Than,
How?
It's full.
It's just simple walking.
It's a super high level ability that only so many people can do. Like very select people.
Everyone in CP9.
Yeah, very select people, exactly. And Sanji. Hello? This was 6 members of CP9.
I mean, CP9 is pretty weak in comparison to everyone in the new
Probably
world.
everyone.
It doesn't matter. It's all about the training.
Yeah,
honestly, anyone who like passes Vice Admiral probably can do it.
I don't know. Well, I'm
strong.
Why?
No one else does it. Only
they don't
Sanji
need to.
Does it.
They don't need to. It's not necessary.
Okay, well, Luffy definitely should be able to, considering he's like a rubber band.
I mean, I think you have to train it. Like, it takes a lot of training.
I mean, all he does is train his legs. He trains his legs constantly. That's all he does. So you don't think he's going to be able to jump? You don't think his quads and his calves aren't strong enough?
So, just to reiterate my final thoughts on this, I mean, I was kind of going into this thinking there was a possibility that Carrot could actually be stronger than Jinbe. Maybe even decently. Now I'm thinking she's probably either equal to Jinbe or just slightly below in moon form. She probably, I mean, I'd say she has to have an advantage on Jinbe. Like, it'd be ridiculous if she didn't. How much, I don't know. If she used it as, like, a final trump card after a drawn-out battle, she might be able to win. But, again, like, that's not something you should really take into account, considering that's a once-a-month event. So, yeah, I'd say she's just below Jinbe. What do you guys think?
If we were to put it into a number scale, Jinbe would be an 85, and Carrot would be an 84, or anywhere in 82 to 84, something like that. Yeah, I mean, it'd be really close, but then when you include, like, if there's water around, that's one thing that would just give Jinbe an easy advantage. And then if the moon was involved, then depending on how long the fight would last, and if she could use that in the fight, then I think Carrot would slightly win. But that's the once a month, not anomaly, it just only happens once a month, so it's more often than not, Carrot is going to win, or Carrot's going to lose. So
29 out of 30 days.
Yeah,
usually,
exactly.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I still think Jinbe will slap Carrot normally. Like Jinbe 85 is fine. I think Carrot's like a 75 regularly. And on moon form, I believe she can be on par. So she's gonna rise to 85 for the duration of her fight. And obviously water will be, not in consideration because that's not fair.
Alright guys, so that is pretty much all we had to say about this. Again, leave me a comment letting me know what you think about this. Maybe it was too long, I don't know, it seemed kind of reasonable to me. It's something you're not really going to sit and watch. There's not even any editing or anything really going on in this. I don't think it was really necessary. Just, you could play it as like a background or something. I think that's ideally how these would be done. If you did enjoy this, let me know, because I will definitely do them in the future. If you didn't like them, also let me know, because then I will not do these kind of things in the future. Let me know what I could have done better. So yeah, that's pretty much it. New video coming out on Friday and Sunday as usual. And I guess I'll talk to you guys then.